We can
a lot of institutions and all.
We are live. Good morning. I'm Sunia Yasmin, Managing Editor of Education World, and it's my pleasure to welcome our distinguished panelists and participants to the webinar on NEP Implementation Roadmap focused on the Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir. This is the fourth in the series of state-focused seminars brought to you by Education World in partnership with EduStart Solutions. The first three were focused on the states of Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. Over the course of the next 3 hours, we have lined up two very interesting panel discussions titled Case for Reopening Schools and Evolving the Perfect Blended Learning Model, and a keynote address by Mr. Biswajit Kumar Saha, Administrative Secretary, School Education Department. On the subject, Translating National Education Policy 2020 Vision into Reality. As we all know, that NEP 2020 was released on July 29, after almost 2 years of deliberation by two high-powered committees, the Subramaniam Committee and the Kasturi Rangan Committee. So we are very excited to hear Mr. Biswajit Kumar Saha lay and set a roadmap of how this grand vision which has been set out is going to be implemented in the Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir, which we're very excited to hear his vision, because as we all know, education and human capital development is the bedrock and the foundation on which both the Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir can build a prosperous economy and society. So we look forward to hearing his views as well as the views of all our very eminent panelists. I now invite Sapna Sakul, a highly experienced teacher, educator, and K-12 education expert and founder of EduStart Solutions and Education Consultancy, to introduce the webinar, its objectives, and to moderate our first panel discussion, Case for Reopening Schools. Over to you, Sapna.
Thank you so much, Sumaya. Thank you so much, and thank you for such a brief introduction. And so, namaste to everyone. और आज की जो ये हमारा फोर्थ वेबिनार है, जो हमने जम्मू एंड कश्मीर स्टेट को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, और इसको रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए हमारे साथ प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी विश्व कुमार सिंह जी रहेंगे, जो प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी एजुकेशन है, जो 11:15 बजे ज्वाइन करेंगे. उसके पहले हमारा फर्स्ट पैनल जो है वो स्कूल मैनेजमेंट, जो श्रीनगर और जम्मू को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, स्कूल्स करेंगे. इस पूरे एनईपी की शुरुआत हमने 2020 8 अगस्त से की थी, जिसका पूरा लक्ष्य एंड द मेन मोटिव वाज दैट हाउ वी कैन ब्रिंग एजुकेशन फ्रॉम प्राइवेट एंड गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स टुगेदर एंड वर्क इन सिनर्जी, कि हम लोग साथ मिलके क्या आगे क्या रोड मैप तैयार कर सकते हैं, और इस एनईपी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए हम लोग कितना आगे प्रगति कर सकते हैं, कितना साथ में चल सकते हैं, क्या क्या चीजें रिक्वायर्ड है, क्या क्या स्ट्रगल्स फेस करते हैं, क्या क्या चैलेंजेस फेस करते हैं. तो उसके लिए मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ आप सभी पैनलिस्ट का, जो आप लोग हमें अपना समय आज दिवाली के दिन देके. So starting with, I will just start with the introduction and then we will go for question answer. So we have these eminent panelists, starting with Nandan Kuthalia ji. Nandan Kuthalia ji has done his schooling from prestigious Mayo College in Ajmer. He's graduated from Hindu College, Delhi University in the much coveted BA Honours in Economics. He joined his family business at an early age. They have over 3 generations contributed a lot in the field of education. He's presently a trustee of Jodhamal School Jammu, Jodhamal Public School Jammu. With all his experience and major stakeholder in school education, we will have a lot of learning from him. हमारे साथ डॉक्टर रियाज काजू भी हैं, जो स्कूलिंग उन्होंने डीएवी स्कूल में की है. श्रीनगर से ही पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन हिस्ट्री फ्रॉम गांधी मेमोरियल कॉलेज श्रीनगर. With 25 years of teaching experience, he has also written a number of textbooks for schools. He is currently the academics in charge of Green Valley Education Institute, Srinagar. We will be, sorry, not Green Valley. This is Dr. Riaz Kadri, yes, Green Valley Institute, Srinagar. We will be glad to hear his experiences and solutions, which will be very useful to all of us. आगे क्या करना है. Mrs. Rohini Aima is an MSc and MA. She has over 35 years of experience in the education sector. She has held several prestigious assignments in the last few decades. At present, she is founder and vice chairperson of Jammu Sanskriti School, which is the outcome of her vision. She is an expert in educational management with the depth of knowledge of education and psychology, instructional and skills and teaching pedagogy. She's received many awards, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, 100 Best Principals of the Country Award. We have with us Dr. Samir Mir. He's a post-graduation in religious studies. He has done his B.Ed and M.Ed from Kashmir University and followed his doctorate in education. He has 13 years of teaching experience as a lecturer in religious studies in various colleges and higher secondary schools. He has published 3 books and authored several articles and newspapers. He's currently the principal of Oasis Education Institute, Srinagar. I'm sure he has many novel experiences to share with us. Dr. Samir also, they also have many schools which he will like to highlight. Their Oasis Management Institute runs several other schools, which I would like him to highlight about it. So welcome, namaste, all of you. So let's start our panel discussion for today. So are you all ready to share your views? A big thumbs up.
Yeah.
Rohini ji? I think someone's, yeah. So starting with Nandan ji, आप जम्मू में इतने साल से आपका legacy school है और business भी इतने सालों से कर रहे हैं. So I want to know that India has battled against all odds, and the golden era of जो education है, वो कब आएगी जम्मू कश्मीर में, और वो क्या chances हैं NEP के साथ उस golden era education के वापस आने के, और are parents and students prepared to have this education taking forward with this new education policy? What are the challenges and how do you envisage what is the roadmap?
You want me to speak on school reopening or the future of education in J&K?
It's like future of education includes reopening also, because आप school कैसे खोलेंगे जब तक future, you know.
Okay, to open or not to open schools and when to open is the moot point, and a lot of midnight oil is being spent on this dilemma by the school sector. This is the perfect catch-22 situation. If the trajectory of the COVID curve keeps on going down in the second half of November, then initially sometime in December, schools can think of calling class 10th and 12th students for revision work, practical practices and pre-boards. Naturally, all the social distancing, health protocols, proper sanitization, proper medical certification norms will have to be followed to the T. If all goes well, then after a gap of 2 weeks, students of classes 9th and 11th can also be called to the school. Obviously, it will be strictly study classes only, no sports, no co-curricular activities, no other activities would be possible. To limit the number of classes, odd and even formula may have to be resorted to, but how practical this would be is an open question, because it's a untried concept and someone just borrowed from the odd and even concept of cars, and I don't know how it will work out. As is the board exams of class 10th and 12th would perhaps be postponed to April or May. This would give some extra months for schools to finish their 2021 sessions. But there's a very big caveat that all these plans are under the assumption that COVID cases would progressively keep coming down. There was a case in Himachal Pradesh last week, which opened up a boarding school. Nearly 60 staff members and students were infected, and now perhaps all the schools in that district are shut for the next 2-3 weeks. The Indian Council for Medical Research is very apprehensive on the trajectory of the COVID curve post-Diwali holidays. So at present, the situation is very fluid, where my heart says, open the school for senior classes, at least for 10th and 12th, but the head says, act with caution and care. So all depends on the trajectory the COVID curve takes. Acha, regarding, you want to speak about the future of education in J&K?
You can wait, we can take the other round, jaisa aap bole.
Okay. Okay.
So, as Nandan ji said, ki, because of the winter and because Himachal mein itni cases ho gaye, his heart says open the school, but his head says wait. So, Sameer ji, I would like to ask you, जैसे आपने बताया कि आपको schools खोलने में technology और का बहुत challenges हैं और वहाँ पे जितनी uncertain situation है, how will you deal with it when you are opening the schools now? हमने already बात की कि technology वहाँ 2G चलती है, तो आप उसमें कैसे करेंगे schools reopen करने के लिए? और भी आपके बहुत challenges हैं which we would like to hear from you.
Yeah. First of all, good morning to all.
जी.
It is highly pleasure for me to say anything about how do we open schools in Jammu and Kashmir, especially in Kashmir, because we all know that 2G is working here. I just read a report and from last 3 or 4 months before, about 191 countries in last 6 months. Note that students lost 300 billion working days in total across the world due to pandemic, and also estimates that 701 million children will not returning to school in 2020. Nearly half of 1.6 billion primary.
You are on mute. आप mute पे हैं. Dr. Sameer, please switch on your speaker.
Yeah, actually, it's very difficult to work under 2G. And you know it very well because internet is not working here properly, and maximum times internet is disconnected here. We are facing a lot of problems from last one year, that is from August 5 to this till now. Because 2G say class chalana, it is very impossible. और वो भी आपको, you understand that very well. I tell you one thing, जो हमारे lecturers करते हैं यहाँ पे, they are doing क्या करते हैं, वो पहले record videos करते हैं, फिर उसको compress करते हैं, फिर compress के बाद जो important points हैं वही बच्चों को भेजते हैं, फिर वो कब download होगा ये एक problem है यहाँ पे.
So, आपको प्रॉब्लम होता है कि रिकॉर्ड करने में भी प्रॉब्लम होता है, ये आप बता रहे हैं?
हाँ, रिकॉर्ड करने में भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, और जब वो बच्चा डाउनलोड करेगा वो लेक्चर भी डाउनलोड होने में प्रॉब्लम होती है, और मैक्सिमम टाइम जो बच्चे का है वो वेस्ट हो जाता है. क्यों?
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. म्यूट.
क्या? हेलो
जी जी सुनाई दे.
दैट्स इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम मैम.
नहीं, आप म्यूट पे चले गए थे इंटरनेट में. आप म्यूट पे. अभी ठीक है.
ओके मैम. प्रॉब्लम है क्या कि जो भी हम लेक्चर्स जो भी हमारे लेक्चर्स हम प्रिपेयर करते हैं बच्चों के लिए, पहले उसको रिकॉर्ड करना पड़ता है, फिर उसके बाद भेजना पड़ता है, फिर कंप्रेस करके ही वो आगे चलता है ताकि वो बच्चा वो लेक्चर इंपॉर्टेंट लेक्चर्स को वो देख सके. ऑनलाइन क्लासेस चल रही हैं लेकिन उस हिसाब से नहीं चल रही है, जो प्रकार से नहीं चल रही जिस प्रकार से बाकी स्टेट्स में चल रही है. अब सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट इज व्हाई वी आर मैक्सिमम टाइम्स वी आर अपीलिंग द गवर्नमेंट, प्लीज रेस्टोर 4G. रीजन है उसके पीछे ताकि हमारे बच्चों का जो टाइम है वो वेस्ट ना हो जाए. अब एक चीज है कि जो मैक्सिमम टीचर्स यहाँ पे, जैसे जो गवर्नमेंट टीचर्स है, दे आर वर्किंग वेरी वेल एट दिस टाइम. प्राइवेट टीचर्स आल्सो वर्किंग वेरी वेल. ठीक. अब होगा क्या, अगर जो स्कूल्स को ओपन करना है, सबसे पहले कि जो स्कूल्स है, जिस तरह से मैं थोड़ा सा बाहर में ईरान की तरफ में जा रहा हूँ, उन्होंने ग्रुप्स में स्कूल्स को खोले, बबल्स में बच्चों को बिठा दिया, बबल्स में, ग्रुप्स में, ताकि और टीचर का एक रोस्टर बना दिया ताकि टीचर जो है बच्चों को कोई सफर ना हो जाए उससे. सपोज इफ एनी स्टूडेंट, अगर हमें पता चला कि कोई बच्चा है जिसमें सिम्टम्स है ऐसे कि कोविड के, तो हम उसी बबल को दूर कर सकते हैं, बाकी बच्चों के ऊपर सफर नहीं होगा. ये हो सकता है.
अच्छा. और आपके पास बच्चे आ रहे हैं, लाइक बच्चों के एडमिशन्स वगैरह स्कूल्स वहाँ चल रहे हैं ठीक से?
स्कूल तो बंद है अभी तक।
अदरवाइज जो सिचुएशन है, जो हम लोग को लगता है, उस हिसाब से आप लोग टैकल कर पा रहे हैं?
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात तो मैं यही बोलूंगा कि यहाँ पे टैकल करना तो इम्पॉसिबल है कि हम बच्चों को, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बाय द ग्रेस ऑफ ऑलमाइटी इंशाल्लाह वी आर वर्किंग ताकि हमारे बच्चों का फ्यूचर खराब ना हो जाए।
अच्छा जी, बहुत अच्छा आपसे सुन के लगा, बिकॉज दैट इज वन स्टेट विच वी आर नॉट एबल टू कनेक्ट एंड वी आर actually always wanting to know and wanting to help the teachers over there with whatever we can provide. And again, thanks to the secretary who has agreed to be agreed to partner and speak about it. So moving on to Rohini ji. Rohini, as you said that now that teachers are working from the government sector and the private sector, what do you think that what is the alternate means of education work for the students? How will you think that this will affect in reopening of the schools, where all of us are working towards it, but what are the challenges you think we will be facing now in Jammu? As I've been to your school and I know your school is at the border, and when I did this workshop and you told me कि यहाँ रोज bomb shelling होती है और आपको सुनाई भी देती है, so what are the challenges do you face now? I remember that statement of yours.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone, to the lead panelists of this morning. Well, ma'am, you have put a valid question. I would like to start with saying, even a correct decision is wrong when it's too late. Life is a game of timing. Respect time and time will respect you. So with this, I would like to say, ma'am, yes, the health and education, the sectors for which each one of us is concerned, and especially children. For all of us, health of children is very important. At the same time, education is very important. Knowingly the pandemic that's going on right now, so many challenges we as school leaders are facing along with the parents and the students. Now, during the pandemic, first I would like to say, when the children are at home, no doubt our teachers are putting in the great efforts. They have actually given lot of work, and they are trying their hard to reach out to the children and give the best possible education through online. लेकिन एक ना एक कमी कहीं ना कहीं मैं उस पर हाईलाइट करना चाहूंगी मैम, कि जब कुछ एक बच्चे हैं जिनके घरों में अब्यूसिव लैंग्वेज यूज होती है, चाइल्ड अब्यूज है, ये सब चीजें जो हैं ड्यूरिंग दिस लॉकडाउन बढ़ गई हैं. सो इन सब को देखते हुए और कोई कुछ एरिया, जैसे आपने कहा हमारा स्कूल जिस एरिया में है वहां पे इन होल ऑफ JNK ऑफ कोर्स 2G है, लेकिन हमारे कुछ एरिया के गांव ऐसे हैं जिनमें शायद 2G भी नहीं चल पाता है. तो ऐसे बच्चों के लिए जो एजुकेशन, ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन है, वो उतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं रह पाया है, और कई बच्चे जो है उनको समझ में भी नहीं आता है. तो ये सारा गैप एजुकेशन के अंदर बढ़ता जा रहा है. तो कहीं ना कहीं जब मैं चाहती हूँ कि जब ये गवर्नमेंट ने लॉकडाउन जो काफी कमर्शियल एक्टिविटीज के लिए या अदर एक्टिविटीज के लिए खोल दिया है, तो अब ये एक टाइम है जब हम स्कूलों की तरफ भी कंसंट्रेट करें कि उनको भी हम रीओपनिंग की तरफ ले जाएं. दो ऑफ कोर्स अगेन आई विल से लॉट ऑफ प्लानिंग हैज टू बी डन to reopen these schools. All of you know that the nationwide lockdown has closed about 1.5 million schools and impacted 24 crore students across India. But at the same time, closing schools have created problems. As I discussed with you, children are getting into depressions where there is no, proper care at home. Now they want to go to their friends, they want to meet their friends, and they want to play in the school grounds to explore their abilities and capabilities. Here I must say again, like the UNICEF framework for reopening schools released in June 2020 offers guidelines on this, and divides the reopening into different phases. We as school leaders can plan up the reopening of schools in the phased manner. Maybe we can have maybe alternate classes or maybe few days in a week for certain grades, like maybe senior classes especially, and whereas the health issues are concerned. मेरा ये मानना है कि जो सीनियर बच्चे हैं स्पेशली 10th 11th 12th के, वो इतने मेच्योर हैं कि अगर टीचर्स और हम मिलके उनको सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग और प्रॉपर नॉर्म्स के बारे में बताएं और वो स्कूल में आए और हम उनको फॉलो करते हुए स्कूल में उनकी क्लासेस मे बी ट्वाइस और थ्राइस ए वीक हम उनको बुलाएं और उनको एक्चुअल क्लासरूम स्टडीज करवाएं, तो मेरा मानना ये है कि ये ठीक रहेगा बच्चों की एजुकेशन के लिए भी, हम सब के लिए भी और उनके वेलबींग के लिए भी।
तो आपके हिसाब से अगर बच्चे बिल्कुल तैयार हैं स्कूल आने के लिए, तो द स्कूल इन जम्मू, द स्कूल्स इन जम्मू आर रेडी, और
Yes.
आपको 2G और 3G का जो आप बता रहे हैं कि दैट इज ओके, if it comes it's very good, otherwise you people are prepared, still prepared to open the schools, and challenges are less, but preparedness ज़्यादा है, ऐसा बता रहे हैं?
Yes, challenges, ma'am, of course are there. No doubt about it. Challenges are there. But the problem of education and health, which we have to look into simultaneously, I think on us, especially the teachers and the school management, the challenges are more to get these crowd to the school. But again, we need to face all this, and we need to create those kinds of situations where we really take care of them with proper norms. And at the same time, we are running the education and teaching them in proper classrooms and their abilities to interact with the teachers and the peer group, where they will feel happy also, and they will explore much more than just online classes. Ultimately, we have to run on the blended learning mode, because maybe for few days online classes and few days offline classes in the school campuses will make a lot of difference for the education of the students. This is what I feel.
So Riaz Kanju ji, like आपने बताया मुझे सुबह भी कि आपने बहुत कोशिश करके academic level को बहुत आगे ले गए, and you are trying your best in Kashmir that it should go. So the pandemic and the lockdown pose great challenges, वो हमें सभी को पता है, और सबसे ज्यादा जो आपने मुझे बताया था कि वहाँ पे weather का भी आपको है, थोड़ा बहुत political भी pressure रहता है. So how far do you think you were able to cater to academic needs during lockdown, और post lockdown आप क्या करना चाहेंगे? आप कैसे उसको आगे ले जाएंगे? Good morning.
Good morning to all of you. See, everybody knows that pandemic has posed great challenge to everybody all over the world, and we are not an exception. We are an exception only in the case that we have been in difficult situations before also. So in a way, Kashmiris were a little bit prepared for all this, because we have been doing this for so many years now, because there have been unforced lockdowns going on in Kashmir for quite a long time. So in a way, it gave us an opportunity to come up with new methods of teaching. So I will go with the positive thing that there are schooling is very, very important. When we go for physical schooling, it is very important. But in the situations, I think we have come up with certain things where we have met the challenges. See, even as Samir was telling, we are facing a lot of problems due to 2G, but still we have managed somewhat to give our best to the students. Say, in case, as Samir was telling, we have prepared videos, or through certain other things, we have been able to reach out to our students in some way. And if there is no alternative, I don't see, it doesn't seem like the schools will be opening for the next 6 months. And in Kashmir, the winters are coming up. It has again given us an opportunity to cater to the needs of the students, because in the past, what we used to do was that schools would suddenly shut down from 15th of December up to 1st of March. So this year, the schools are not actually shutting down. We are going on with online classes, and the students are in fact benefiting out of it. I don't see that all of the students are doing it, but most of them have to do it, because if a challenge comes up to the students, they have to be ready for it. And in a way, this crisis has helped us to redesign better systems of education and child development. Say, I will give an example of our own school. We, in our physical schooling, there used to be assemblies, there used to be cultural programs, and so many interactive programs physically. We have some way managed to do it online also. There are regular assembly classes going on, and although on the virtual world, students are in fact performing in activities, debates have been held, painting competitions online have been held. So we have managed in some way to keep the students engaged so that they don't lose. I'm not of the view that physical schooling is not good. It is better than virtual. What you can do physically, you cannot do virtually, but we still have managed to bring our students to a certain level where, in fact, they are coming and appearing in the examinations which have started only yesterday. In fact, the board has given some concessions to the students, but still our students are prepared for the examinations. They have taken this opportunity to find ways to connect with the teachers, and teachers have put in a lot of work. A lot of hard work has gone into all this. And for the last 1 month, even some students have been coming to the school, and where we have managed to give them one-to-one instructions. We're calling the students in groups. Practicals have in fact been going on in science labs.
So
we have managed
एक
some.
question आपको मैं चाहूंगी I want because it's they said कि थोड़ा सा इसमें mixed language में रखिए, किसी ने मुझे बोला है तो आपने बताया है कि but at the same time this is मोहम्मद रफीक नायक ने पूछा है आप लोगों से कि schools are suffering without staff and infrastructure in rural areas. What steps have you taken to provide staff and infrastructure to schools? And 14 lectures होते हैं 4 or 5 schools में. तो अभी आप बता रहे कि 2G है हमारे पास, तो recorded lectures आप बता रहे assembly होती है. So he's asking, how do you take it forward? Just keep your answers ready. We'll come back to you. कि आप assemblies वगैरह, there are 2 statements you are saying कि 2G में assembly कैसे चलती है पूछ रहे हैं. And schools without HOI, whether HHS or HS, what can be the future of those children? Excuse me, NEP or NPE is welcome. वो welcome कर रहे हैं, पर वो बताना चाहते हैं कि ये आप थोड़ा आंसर करिए. Yes, Nandan ji, I am coming back to you. तो आप बताइए. And they've also requested keep the language as mixed. Yes.
Okay. I would like to add what stops the central government and the governments from making the 2021 session a 14-month session, so that gives instead of rushing headlong into opening schools. Because I have a lot of friends in EU countries and OSCE countries. Most of the schools have shut down again there, in most of the West European countries. So rather than rushing into opening of schools, seeing whatever the trajectory of the pandemic is, and the expected spike after the holidays, Puja holidays, have a 14-month 2021 session, and for 21-22 session, instead of having 6-7 weeks of summer vacation, have a 3-week summer vacation, cut down winter vacation both years, and that way it gives us 2 more months, the schools 2 more months to finish this 2021 session. And then that makes it, I mean, we don't need to rush the kids to school right now, because some of the schools in Jammu had sent us, we'd send circulars to our parents, consent, and most of the parents right now, even I'm talking only classes 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, have 90% have said no.
No.
No, they said not right now, and everyone is very, very apprehensive of the.
So there are 2 statements. Rohini ji is saying you open the schools, and you are saying that 90% parents said no.
Yeah, that's
so
what.
I think this debate is good. So
Or
there are
maybe-
two statements.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's
I'll come to you.
90% people have said no. Maybe where the online classes are going on very well, where the courses are going on very well, and the attendance on online classes and all, everything is happening online very well. Perhaps that's the reason. But again, everything becomes academic if we just take it to a 14-month session, compress the holidays next year, and beyond, then there's no need to rush into opening schools.
So now coming to Dr. Sameer Mir. Dr. Sameer Mir, when you sent me this, you have many more institutions आपके पास कश्मीर में हैं, जो educational institutions आप इतने 5 और institutions चला रहे हैं. तो आप क्या ये चैलेंज सब जगह फेस कर रहे हैं? जैसे हमारे हिसाब से तो श्रीनगर मतलब बस श्रीनगर और गुलमर्ग है, पर जब आप लोगों से बात की तो पता चला श्रीनगर में कितने सारे और डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं, और मुझे मतलब जान के बहुत खुशी हुई कि देयर आर सो मेनी अदर स्कूल्स व्हिच वी आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ. सो इज दिस एवरीवेयर इन ऑल द डिस्ट्रिक्ट? जो आपके इतने जो स्कूल्स हैं, आप उनके बारे में भी थोड़ा बताएंगे?
हाँ, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो रियाज साहब ने बहुत अच्छी बात की कि जो टीचर्स जो है यहाँ पे, टीचर्स आर डूइंग वेरी वेल. देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन आवर टीचर्स एंड अदर स्टेट टीचर्स, क्योंकि वी नो दैट कि हाउ टू टैकल दीज प्रॉब्लम, बिकॉज वी आर फेसिंग दीज प्रॉब्लम फ्रॉम लास्ट 4 or 5 years जो हम देख रहे हैं. अगस्त 5 से तो हम ये देख रहे हैं कि हमें बच्चों को कैसे पढ़ाना है. टेक्नोलॉजी की एक प्रॉब्लम तो है, लेकिन अब है क्या, हम किस तरह से बच्चों को तैयार करते हैं. हम सब फॉर एग्जांपल हम स्टडी मटेरियल्स, या कभी कभी क्या करते हैं, जो कम्युनिटी क्लासेस हैं, जैसे कोई टीचर उसी लोकेलिटी में रहता है, वहां के कुछ बच्चे जाते हैं वहां पे, ठीक है, 2-3 बच्चे वहां पे जाते हैं, या फिर टीचर्स को हम वहां पे भेज देते हैं उस पर्टिकुलर लोकेलिटी में, ताकि ये एक टैकल हो सके, ताकि जो बच्चे पढ़ना चाहते हैं, फिर जो बच्चा ठीक है, या जो बच्चे हम चाहते हैं कि वो उनको कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो पैंडेमिक की वजह से, तो ये एक मसला है हमारे पास कि हम टेक्नोलॉजी को पूरी तरह से यूज नहीं कर पाते हैं. और जो टीचर्स हैं वो बहुत ही अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं इस वक्त एट दिस टाइम. कुछ थोड़ा सा मैं ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि जो भी सर ने कहा था, बहुत अच्छी बात कही थी कि 90% जो बच्चे स्कूल नहीं आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि रीजन है उसके पीछे की शायद कि जो सेकेंड वेव है उसकी वजह से ये ज्यादा से ज्यादा फैल जाए. थोड़ा सा मैं एक डेटा है मेरे पास, जो 45 countries worldwide have kept their schools closed. 45 countries worldwide have kept their school closed. Determining how to stay open rather than how to reopen is now the focus for the most. हर एक सोच रहा है कि हम किस तरह से स्कूल्स को चलाएं. अब मेरी एक ही प्रॉब्लम की जो बाकी डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में तो ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. अगर हम यहाँ पे श्रीनगर में देख रहे हैं 2G तो चल रहा है, लेकिन किसी इलाके में 2G भी वर्किंग नहीं है. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. बिल्कुल. बोलिए.
जो आप कह रहे हैं कि कश्मीर खाली है, श्रीनगर गुलमर्ग का नहीं है. श्रीनगर है, गुलमर्ग है.
नहीं, वो एक मिस्टर वर्मा ने भी मुझे बोला कि कश्मीर एक डिवीजन है. मैं इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बोल रही थी कि एक हम लोग जैसे बाहर रहते हैं, हमें पता है ज्योग्राफी में क्या होता है, बट जब भी कश्मीर की बात करते हैं तो सिर्फ श्रीनगर आता है, बाकी चीजें हम लोग जनरली ध्यान में नहीं रख पाते हैं. सो मेरा कॉन्टेक्स्ट वर्मा जी था बोलने का कि एक लेमैन, एक सिविलियन के लिए जो वेस्ट या साउथ में रहता है, तो कश्मीर मतलब सिर्फ कश्मीर और श्रीनगर में खत्म हो जाता है. सो मेरा उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में समीर जी से बात करने का था कि जब इनसे बात की तो इन्होंने बताया बहुत और स्कूल्स हैं.
हाँ, मैं एक थोड़ा सा एक बात बता दूं कि पिछले जो नीट का जो एग्जाम था, यहाँ पे एक टॉपर है जो पुलवामा डिस्ट्रिक्ट में रहता है एक बच्चा, बासित नाम है उसका. हाँ, बासित था, वो टॉपर है, 2nd रैंक है उसकी. लेकिन उस बच्चे ने किस तरह से पढ़ा है, वो बच्चा कैसे पढ़ रहा है, दैट मीन्स कि उसको पता है कि ये सिचुएशन तो होती रहती है कश्मीर में, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी वो 2nd रैंक पे नीट के एग्जाम में आ गया.
या आप म्यूट पे हैं.
हेलो.
हाँ,
यही है, क्योंकि अब मैं अपने स्कूल की बात कर रहा हूँ कि हम किस तरह से पढ़ाते हैं जो बाकी डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में.
हाँ, सुन रही हूँ मैं.
हाँ, बाकी डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स की बात करें, श्रीनगर को छोड़ के बाकी डिस्ट्रिक्ट की हम बात करें कि जो बच्चे हैं, जो वहाँ के लोकल्स हैं, क्योंकि हम जो वहाँ के टीचर्स हैं वो स्टडी मटेरियल्स को तैयार ऐसा करते हैं ताकि बच्चे को कोई भी कंफ्यूजन ना हो। फिर अगर किसी बच्चे में कोई कंफ्यूजन है तो वो टेलीफोनिक कन्वर्सेशन के जरिए से, या अगर कोई भी डाउट हो उसके जरिए से, या तो स्कूल खुद आ जाते हैं या तो फिर टीचर वहां पे जाकर उनको समझा देते हैं। ये एक टेक्निक है जो हम बच्चों को दिखाते हैं ताकि वो बच्चा, उसका कोई साल जाया ना हो, उसका कोई जो
जी,
उसका ब्राइट फ्यूचर है वो कभी भी सफर ना हो।
that's
Well,
very
that is
nice.
why I tell you one thing, frankly speaking to you, I salute my teachers because they are doing very well, very well. I
Very
salute my
nice. Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that. Rohini ji, are you there? Rohini ji, are you there? I think she's not able to connect. So Riyaz ji, would you like to just add to what Sameer ji said, because a lot of questions are coming from Srinagar only. तो आप और कुछ highlight करना चाहेंगे कि आप कैसे बच्चों को और टीचर्स को मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं टू इस समय वहां पे तो ठंड भी बहुत हो रही है, तो कैसे आप बता रहे हैं कि stay motivated and things will be all right?
This is a very difficult question to answer. But I think जो teachers होते हैं, most of them are already a motivated lot. So they have to do it, and because it is the future of the students and children. So many teachers जो है वो खुद भी parents हैं. So in that case, they have to remain motivated. और सर्दी तो यहाँ we are adapt to it. और उसका चैलेंज तो है ही हमारे पास। उसके अलावा भी यहाँ पर बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस हैं जिनको हम कवर कर रहे हैं। एंड जैसे समीर ने कहा कि हम कश्मीरीज आर इंटेलिजेंट पीपल एंड वी नो हाउ टू सर्वाइव, तो हमने ये सर्वाइवल प्रोसेस को अब कोविड में अप्लाई किया है, जिसका ट्रेनिंग हमें पिछले 10 सालों से मिली हुई है। सी आई विल टेल यू, लास्ट ईयर जब 5 अगस्त के बाद ये प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट हुई, तब हमने एब्रप्टली एक नया सिस्टम स्टार्ट किया था। यू विल नॉट बिलीव इट, फोन्स भी नहीं चल रहे थे, लीव असाइड इंटरनेट, फोन्स भी नहीं थे। तो हमने मेथड्स क्या किए थे कि जो टीचर्स थे दे प्रिपेयर्ड वीडियोस, और वो वीडियोस हम फिर पेरेंट्स को पहुंचाते थे थ्रू पेन ड्राइव्स, और वो घर में बैठकर वो वीडियोस देखते रहते थे बच्चे फिर बाद में, क्योंकि फोन का कनेक्शन भी नहीं था फॉर नियरली 2 months। तो ये मेथड्स जितने जितने चैलेंजेस आ रहे हैं, तो हमारे टीचर्स और हमारे जो स्कूल के मैनेजमेंट्स हैं या जो यहाँ पर स्कूल के लीडर्स हैं, दे आर टेकिंग अप दी चैलेंजेस वन बाय वन एंड उनको हल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
Very nice. So, Sumaya, would you like to add to few points and ask few questions? Nandanji, then maybe you can
I
continue.
have something to comment and ask the panelists. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you all on the extraordinary efforts you all are putting in to continue and to ensure learning continuity of children. It's fantastic. Thank you for your great public service. I'd like to pose a question which any of the panelists can take. Across the country, in a lot of states, because of the indefinite closure of schools, there's been a lot of debates on the fees issue. Around the country, parents are protesting payment of fees because education now is only online. So I wanted your comment on what is the situation in Jammu and Kashmir. Are you all getting parental support, or are there also debates on this issue about fees payment in Jammu and Kashmir? And a follow-up question to that is, do you think when schools reopen, schools in both these union territories are equipped in terms of extra investment, in terms of infrastructure, to be able to maintain social distancing norms as also follow safety protocols?
Ma'am, the teaching fraternity, the teachers fraternity here, in at least our state, because there are multifold challenges because of our terrain, the kind of state we are, mountainous regions, 2G connectivity problems, power problems in rural belt, and a lot of our schools, government schools especially, are in really far-flung areas, middle of nowhere. So the problems in J&K vis-a-vis a state like, let's say, Rajasthan or Delhi or Himachal, Haryana or Punjab is magnified manifold. in spite of that, hats off to the teaching fraternity, all the teachers of J&K. They're trying the best. Some of them have, most of them have gone beyond the call of duty, and like Mr. Karju said, have taken adversity in their step. And no point crying ki ye nahi, it's a better attitude is let's see what we can do, what we have. So that is one thing. And having said that, a lot of schools will find it a very, very tough challenge to follow some of the protocols if all the classes open, because some of the schools are right in the center of cities, the older schools, right in the congested areas. And even if the management, the teachers and everyone, the whole team of that school tries their best to follow the protocols, it just may be impossible. So it has to be a very staggered kind of opening. And again, I repeat, which a lot of other countries are thinking of, increasing the session by 2 months so that on the curve, so that gives us breathing space and we don't rush into opening of schools.
Yeah, maybe Riaz or Sameer can comment on my question about if you're getting a full support from parents in terms of fees, because I just narrated to you all what's happening across the country.
Okay.
Fees का क्या बताइए समीर जी?
क्या हो रहा है? Parents are willing to pay fees क्योंकि बहुत सारे states में ऐसा हो रहा है कि चलो अभी स्कूल बंद है, online education is not real education, fees कम करो करके बहुत agitations हो रहे हैं. In fact, in Rajasthan, the schools have gone on a strike since November 5th, about 48,000 schools.
Can I ask for this question?
Yes, please. Go ahead, Sameer.
Yeah. Actually, I tell you that thing, we are facing this problem from last 3 or 4 years. From last 10 years, we are facing these problems. Parents are knowing that कि ये तो होता रहता है और maximum times parents जो है वो fee देते रहते हैं. Maximum times. They are supporting us because they know that कि maximum teachers जो work कर रहे हैं, हमारे बच्चों का जो future बना रहे हैं, उनका भी वो dependent है schools पे. So that is why they are supporting us.
That's wonderful.
That they are supporting us because they know that ये कश्मीर की सिचुएशन क्या है. इसीलिए मैं थोड़ा सा एक स्टैटिकल बता देता हूँ. मैंने बता दिया था 84% of them are from lower income countries and they are not returning to schools in 2020 because they are facing a lot of problem this time. और they are facing अब हो क्या रहा है कि कुछ कह रहा है कि अब हमने क्या किया, we are giving some relaxation to those parents who are not able to submit their fee. We are giving relaxation to those parents also.
Okay. So nice to hear all of you. And now I think, Sumaya, we can wind up this panel. आप लोगों से सबसे सुन के बहुत ज़्यादा inputs भी मिले हैं. And ये भी पता लगा है कि parents are supporting you a lot and such a positive mindset of management. And in Srinagar जो पता लगा वो भी बहुत अच्छा है. So now we would like to, Sumaya, we would like to welcome Mr. Shri Vishwajit ji. So
I would, in between I was not available. Sapna ma'am.
Yeah, we can take you. Sir is there now. So you want to just end with a quote, it's okay. The secretary sir is there. So would you like to just end with a panel and end with a statement? Sorry. Rohini ji. So thank you all the panelists. Now we have with us the Principal Secretary of Education, Jammu and Kashmir, Shri Vishwajit Kumar Singh. He is a 1989 batch in Jammu and Kashmir cadre. After various tenures in Jammu and Kashmir Forest Departments and the Union Ministry of Environment and Forest, he has special select as Commissioner Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti in 2015. During this tenure, he has held additional charge of Chairman, National Institute of Open Schooling for these experience and stature as an administrator for him to be specially selected as the Administrative Secretary of School Education Department of the Jammu and Kashmir government. So we welcome Sir for our this webinar, and thank you in advance for just being with your presence and just enlightening us with what your vision is. Thank you, sir. Can we see you, Vishwajit?